Welcome to another episode of Free Your Mind. I'm your host, Daniel Kofi Ampon. As you already know, we're Free Your Mind. We're out here today. Today, we have a nice guest in the house. He's a musician from Nigeria. He's been making music since probably 2010. He's out there. His name is Femi Jr. Femi, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate
It's a pleasure, man.
Thank you.
You want to introduce people, so people get to know who you are?
Well, okay. I go by the name Femi Jr. I'm an Afro hip hop artist from Nigeria, like you just said. Basically, I rap on Afrobeats, like to, not complicate it too much. I've been making music for a long time. It's 2010 is probably like when I started writing, and then, a couple years after that, I put out like my first song on SoundCloud, and since then we just kept going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, Femi, we appreciate you take some of your busy day and come in here.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask same thing I ask pretty much every African guy. Your dad wants to be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, social. Some.
Of course.
Why you choose music?
That's so deep, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just in me, bro. Like, so I have like a weird story too because I started late. Like,
Okay.
even though I started a long time ago, that's just because I'm old, right?
Yeah.
But in real time, I started like very late. Like I started rapping like when I was 21.
Yeah.
So for a long time, I didn't really know that I even had that. I was a fan. Like I've been listening to hip hop music since I was like 11, 12 years old.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I've been listening to music that my dad played in the house. But as far as like me doing it and me feeling like I'm choosing music, I didn't really make that decision until like much later. So yeah, they got me, man. They got me like the African thing. They got me with the hey, you gotta go, study with engineering. I was doing computer science. Like I finished like I studied computer science in the university. So that's actually the line I was going. So, but yeah, music just always was always there. So I guess it was bound to happen. It just kept like coming back.
Hey, at least you did your university, make your parents happy.
Yeah, I
Now
did.
you get to do what you love.
Exactly right. That's it. That's a
Because
good way to see
lately,
it.
everybody that I've been meeting that has been doing music,
Mhm.
that's what they've been doing. They go to the school route, finish the school,
Yeah,
make the parents happy, and then get into the music.
Yeah.
But music industry is not easy.
it's not easy. It's not easy. But I don't know. It's like your story goes how it goes. But the fact that it's not easy is why you have to start early, bro. Like you have to treat it like a school. You have to go through that all those years where like you're in a university or whatever. It's like that's when you should be in the music,
Yeah.
like and figuring it out. Like swimming in deep waters or whatever. Because the
Yeah.
music industry is not easy, but it's just like it's a career, right? You want to build a career in anything.
Yeah.
That's why you go to university. You study this, and then in my country you serve after blah blah blah. There's that
Yeah.
process. I feel like with any music, it's just like music is not seen as that
Yeah.
career part.
Back
In real terms, it is. So you need to go through that process as well, and go to school or whatever it is that you need to do to So it's better. I would say it's better to start early. Of course, in our case, it's what it is. Like we had to go school first
Yeah.
before then going on to the music part of it. But
So yeah, Femi. So when you were in university, did you study any music? Take any music programs or anything like that?
I was studying computer science,
Yeah.
but
Like electives and stuff.
no, actually, like as far as study music, no. But like I started, going to the studio and practicing around like my fourth year in university.
Oh, okay. So like when
Fourth
you're
out of the
back
fifth
in-
year, like because I did 5 years in uni. But by the fourth year, that's when I started going, into the studio. There was like a lot of artists in my school. I went to Obafemi Awolowo University. It's like a very popular school in Nigeria, like a federal university, and there was like there was a scene, especially at the time that I was there. There was like a scene of musicians there. So that's the only thing as far. It's not like really studying in school or but getting the reps, practicing, and going to the studio and start later in the university years.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So pretty much like you did what you had to do, made the parents happy,
Yeah,
and got your what you need to do, and now started the music and stuff.
yeah, yeah. And even all along through, like, while I was making, say, parents happy, I was also doing music, like,
Yeah,
doing it on the side. Whether I was, taking it full time serious or not, that's a different, like,
yeah.
question. But I was doing music. Like, I've been doing music for a long ass time, so I had to do it along with all the, other
So
activities, whether it's school or working or all of that.
so do you produce your music? You write your own music?
I write my own music, but, like, I don't produce. I have producers now that we kind of work together.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, my last album I made with, like, a producer from Nigeria, one of my guys. His name is Wave Skinny. But now, like, in Vancouver as well, I have, like, a couple guys that I've met in the past year that were working together and, like, making records and stuff like that. So
So
kind of
what
bit of
what,
everything.
what part of your sound do you feel sound like is underrated in the music?
What do I think is underrated in my music?
Yeah.
If I were to find something out, I'd probably say, like, the storytelling, the lyricism, because, like, my songs, I try to really talk about whatever it is that I'm going through, at the time, and that takes a lot of, like, time sometimes, a lot of time, and it's not just in the writing process, because literally living through whatever it is that I'm writing, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of, like, mental effort. So I don't really like to feel like underrated or underappreciated, because I focus on the love. You get
Yeah.
me? I focus on the love more than I look at
Yeah.
the other side of things. But if I were to say that, I would say, yeah, because I don't know, sometimes some shit people don't just care too much about all that
Yeah.
deep shit. It's like, just give me something to vibe to, and forget my thoughts or whatever, and that's, people appreciate stuff like that. But then you also find people that like the lyricism
Yeah.
as well. So yeah,
But do
it's a
you
good
feel
balance.
do you feel in music?
Mhm.
Because me, from like what I do, everything I try to make sure everything I do is come from the heart.
Yeah,
Because when it comes from the heart, that's when I feel like I'm on
yeah,
myself.
yeah.
With music,
Mhm.
do you think it's better, or do you think in the music industry? Because now when you listen to music, it's some of the songs don't really mean anything.
Yeah, I know.
It's just go here, here,
Yeah.
here, and then go. Because
Yeah.
from what I know from back in the days,
Yeah.
you listen to a song, you're like, wow,
You feel some.
I feel something. You listen to Nas song, you're like, wow.
I love the fact that you mentioned Nas.
You
by the
like
way.
Nas, you listen to
Yeah.
Tupac song, you're like, wow.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But like even Boys the Man, you hear a song, you're like, man,
Like, this
song
so
makes me want to,
R&B,
make.
You get me?
I gotta make love,
That's my
You
girl,
gotta,
dog.
yeah, I gotta get a girl. I gotta make my girl feel good.
Yeah.
But like now, you listen to a song, you're like, that's it.
So what that nigga talk about?
You know what
bro?
I'm saying? I don't get nothing from it. So like
Yeah.
so that's what I'm asking.
I love this question. I love this question. And I have, like, two perspectives. With me personally, I'm on your side of things, because you mentioned Nas, like, the first rapper that I heard. I was like, yo, what's this guy?
Yeah.
What's this guy? This guy is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I used to go to print his lyrics out to learn them, and I wasn't even rapping then. So I get that, that side of things. But obviously, and then I would always say it's better to, create from your heart.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, create from, a real place.
Yeah.
Like, tell your story. But what I would tell you in real time, what I'm experiencing, which is, like, the music industry and, all that stuff, it sounds sentimental to them sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just like, whether it's, like, coming from your art or it's not, they just need something that knocks and that gets numbers. So if you're able to prove to them that, okay, like, with this, my music, I got numbers, boom, they're behind you. They don't care.
Yeah.
As long as you have the numbers. And that's something I'm kind of, like, battling myself in my head now when I'm creating music. Like, recently, I found myself thinking about, okay, what part of this song is, gonna get the people going?
Yeah.
What part of this song might be best on TikTok?
Yeah.
Because
That's true.
but it's like, again, like I say, I'm not so mad at it anymore, because it's just the reality of it. It's like, okay, do you want to keep treating music as a hobby, or do you want to turn it into, like, a career, professional career? So if it's a professional, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. You gotta do. You have to make sure people feel it.
You have to do what you have to do. If you had a job, like, it's not everything that you do at your job, like your 9 to 5, that you love doing, right?
Yeah.
But you have to do it because it's work. So that's just how I like see it with music now. Is there's a lot of demand for stuff that it's not like
Yeah.
it's not the real shit that you care about,
Yeah.
or that I necessarily care about. But hey, man, it's the way of the world.
Oh yeah.
So you just have to, keep it going that way.
Like now, every time I cannot go online without Afrobeat is everywhere.
Yeah.
Now it has taken over. I think it has taken over even like hip hop.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, right now, Afrobeats is probably popping a lot
Yeah.
more than hip hop. Yeah.
More hip hop because now I don't even know any hip hop artists now, but I know every Afrobeats artist.
Yeah.
What do you think has changed that made Afrobeat so huge and so popular?
I mean, Afrobeats was always a vibe. So for me, that's like my life from, birth. You get me? In fact, hip hop is the borrowed culture in like my own country. Like Afrobeats was, always popping. Now, there was an era in like, I don't know, maybe 2000s where we didn't have, this was prior to, Whiskey and them.
Yeah.
And maybe if you were in a club, it was always those mid 2000s hip hop songs from the US that were popping, right? But you go like a few years after that, like since then, now is okay. A couple of years now is when in the rest of the world it's like Afrobeats.
Yeah.
But that's been a long time in Nigeria. But like been kicked hip hop out of the club. But I just think it's a vibe, man. It gets you moving.
That's true. Yeah.
Like it gets you moving. It's like something spiritual about it. It's like now these days, like things that you say sometimes you get away with, not saying anything too real with Afrobeat. Sometimes like you can just find the most, ignorant thing. As long as it's a vibe and people can dance to it.
They're feeling it.
You get me? So I don't know. And then hip hop itself in like the US, I wouldn't say they've produced, like since the J. Cole, Dot and Drake, I wouldn't say they produced like a, someone that could have kept that going. There's been a couple guys. So I think that also kind of like just put, okay, Afrobeats is popping out.
Because Afrobeats, you get like what? You got Brandon Boy, you get Davido, you get Wizkid, you get
me?
Ashake, you get like I can name like 20.
Yeah.
Because me, I'm from the stage from like P Square.
Yeah.
Malik Berry,
Old school.
techno.
Old school, the band, Two-Face.
Two-Face,
Yeah.
I'm from that stage.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, and then from Nas, from Biggie, Jay-Z, Jadakiss, and them, now it's like
you're struggling
I'm
to
trying
find
to see, like maybe
you like Playboy Cardi?
I don't even know who he is. You know what I mean? That's
I know who he is. I know. Who he is.
No, like my daughter knows who he is.
Of course, it's probably a vibe to her. Right?
I don't even know who he is.
Hey man, you just gotta hold your hands up sometimes. Like, yo, it's what it is. It's past my time, right?
Yeah, because sometimes I'm at home, I hear this song, I'm like, I've tried to listen to what it's saying.
Mm-hmm. No, you should not try to do that.
I try to listen, but I can't hear nothing.
That's the fuck up first. Stop trying to listen to what they say. Just vibe.
It's hard to vibe, But then I go, I'm like, she plays her stuff. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I go and I put on, I go put on Brandon Boy, and all my kids were like, jam into it, and she's jamming to it, and then she goes, okay, here, try this one. She puts it on. I'm just as me sitting down. I'm like,
what's going on here?
What's going on here? But like I said, the new generation is different.
It's different. The new generation, man. It's the new generation.
Life is different now.
For real.
Because me, my perspective on music now is like, if you're doing music, you have to learn everything.
Yeah.
Because you can if you're a musician, it would be good to learn how to produce, make beats right. Because lately, everybody's had problems like masters.
Yeah.
You do a music production. If you don't have your masters, but in 20 years from now, you're making money.
Yep.
And that's what all these rappers from before, that's what they're talking about now.
Yeah.
So so what's your perspective on it?
In the past year, I've been heavy on that side of, music. Like I said, prior to that, I've always been releasing music and like dropping music. But here, especially in Canada, since I, started being active, like, a couple years ago, that's the business side of it is what I've like now focused on. Yeah. And I'm independent, right? So, I'm the CEO, I'm the marketing head.
Yeah.
I'm the
everything,
I'm the manager, I'm also the content creator, like everything. So I've had to learn all that side of business. I think you can protect yourself, obviously like registering with PROs and things like that, and then just trying to get a fair enough deal You get me? Like deals in the music industry, or I don't know, generally any industry anyway, you have to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Because everyone, whoever is on the other side of the deal, is trying to protect themselves as well. So it's a matter of finding a middle ground and please don't like mess me up. You get me? Like
Yeah.
just give me a fair deal.
Yeah.
Also, there's like just a reality of the level that you're at. Right?
Yeah.
For me, for example, it's like if at the level that I'm at, if I don't have enough traction, you
Yeah.
get me, that they will give me a deal that fits the traction that I
Yeah.
have, which I have to, be ready to accept.
Yeah.
Now, if I get more traction, I can ask for more, I can demand for more, and
Yeah.
things like that, and then that would protect me, in the future from the publishing or the masses and not getting everything like sold away or something, right? But yeah, it's you just have to be realistic about where you're at sometimes.
So, what part of being like a Nigerian guy, has shaped you to like the moves you make today in the music?
Uh, I mean, just the culture first of all. It's like I said, that Afro beats is our culture. Like the dance. As chill as I can be. I love dancing, bro. Like I back home. Maybe not in Canada or in Vancouver so much, but back home I used to, you know, be go to the club every now and then with the guys. Just sometimes you go to the club just to go and hear how a new song that just dropped today.
Yeah.
Like, what's the vibe? You get me? Like, whiskey just dropped or something like. Let's go
Yeah.
hear this song in the club. So that shaped me in some like twisted way
Yeah.
because it's just part of like the culture, right? And I'm someone that as much as I make, try to make like original music that's about my lifestyle. It's like I would also like to make songs that go in the club, right?
Yeah.
Because it's also part of the life that
Yeah. Now, yeah, I
it's also part of the things that I love to do. Obviously I'm older now, so I can go to the club maybe once in 6 months or something, right? No,
Yeah.
not like like before, but still I still like to make songs that fit in that space, right? So yeah, I don't know. I just figuring a way to keep it going.
I feel you, man. That's
Yeah.
crazy. So, like, so the music industry right now, right? It's a business.
Yeah,
It's a big time business.
yeah.
What advice do you have for young people coming up?
I don't know if I'm qualified to give advice because I'm still coming up myself. But I think the things that I've learned is like one of the things I said before, right? Start early. Like if you can start like now, just start. Sometimes when you're an artist or like whatever, you want to wait for perfection or you want to wait until everything is right or you're not so sure about what you have. There's a lot of doubt. That's one thing I fought a lot in my music journey period. A lot of like doubt about the skill, about the music, about you just have to start first. When you start first, you figure out through the process. You have to start first because like it's not that deep at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So that's probably one thing I would say. Like just start, man.
Do you have how about like playing instruments and stuff? Learning how to play the instrument.
Yeah,
Learning how
you
to be able
definitely
to do
should. Like even me, I'm so like the first thing I want to learn how to play now is probably the keyboard. Um, because someone said that's the if you start with the keyboard, it's like learning everything,
Yeah.
and then you can pick up the rest after. So yeah, definitely you should. If we're not, I don't think every artist is gonna produce anyway. But if you have a knack for it, if you feel like you hear sound, I feel like I could, but I do a lot of things already too.
Yeah.
And because I didn't start early, this is what it
Okay,
still
that's
falls
okay.
back to that
Like,
starting early.
now I get what you're saying.
You
Now,
get me?
yeah.
Like if you start early, you like while like you're in school or you don't have so much, you don't have all this, you're not outside school. There's no life in the way and all that. You can put your hands in every little thing, like the business side, the creative side. Shoot your videos, figure out how to create content, branding, figure out how to brand yourself at whatever phase of your life that you're at. So yeah, that starting early is very important. But yeah, you should definitely learn how to produce or something.
Yeah, because sometimes I'm so amazed that there's a young guy somewhere in Africa nobody even knows.
Yeah.
Can sit in their house, boom, 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 make the beats, put it on Spotify, and then next thing you know, it's
blown.
It's blown.
Yeah,
I'm so amazed.
yeah.
But I've grown before. It was nothing like that.
There's definitely there's not like a bigger barrier to entry anymore, and I don't know. One of the major reasons for that would probably be TikTok. TikTok. right? Because songs break on TikTok. I was talking to a friend of mine, he's a rapper as well back home today, and he was telling me how it's crazy how TikTok breaks songs even back home, and I know how TikTok breaks songs on this side, like in North America generally, like it breaks songs. There are people getting deals, from record labels, distribution companies through to just have a viral song on TikTok,
Oh wow.
and it's like it starts from what you said. These are not people that are established or anything. They're in their room making music. They post it, some some cool video.
And
It
all
goes
this.
viral. The sound is popular. Everyone's using it. Now they
Wow.
got numbers, and then companies are looking for them.
So what's your ideal studio like setup? Like quiet or
Mm.
chaos?
uh, so I don't know. I think I might have a chaos situation coming up, but most times I prefer like calm. I like to, because in the past my process has been go to the studio like ready.
To go.
Go to the studio.
With the
I don't.
music ready now, everything is ready to go.
Everything is ready. I got my beats because that shit is expensive as
Yeah,
fuck. You get me?
yeah.
So I'm not going there to go and try to figure out. Okay, play the beat. Let me catch a vibe. Nah, son, like I'm paying hourly for that. Like time
Yeah.
is going, bro. So I would go with my songs ready, like 2 hours session. Sometimes I'll record like 5 songs because I came ready for to record all of this and I have the beats and stuff like that. So far, yeah, calm. But moving like into the future, like I'm getting more opportunities to kind of be in this environment. So definitely figuring out how to be able to find that calm when it's still chaotic as well, and be able to do my thing.
So usually when you go to the studio, how
Mm-hmm.
many songs do you make? One, two, three?
Every
Because if
every
you
session is different.
because if you're paying for this, if you're paying for the time,
Mm-hmm.
isn't it better to go there and bang like pop, pop, pop,
Yeah,
pop, 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 like 5, 6, 7 songs?
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like with my last album, that's how I made my last album. Like all the sessions, at least I record like 3 songs, like full 3 songs, hook, verse, record. Now we might, still touch the songs up in the future, or,
Yeah.
but those sessions were like very. We have to get something out of these sessions. We have to get a few songs done out of these sessions because again, you're paying from working. You know the life in Vancouver.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get me?
You gotta work to
Yeah, you're
find your
paying out
yeah.
like fucking ad end money out here. You get me? So you have to go, ready. It's not you don't have I don't have unlimited access to studio sessions, for
Yeah.
example. In that case, of course you can like just go catch
Yeah.
a vibe. It's not
Yeah, I feel
that
you.
if you don't come out of it, it's fine. But nah,
But
that's not been my experience so far.
but do you know there's funding available for people that want to make music and stuff like that, right?
So now I know,
Yeah, there's
right?
funding available.
Recently I
If you
just
check out Creative BC, if you
creative
check,
BCs.
yeah, they have something
I
going on.
applied for a grant
Yeah,
recently with creative BCs.
yeah,
But as at the time I was making my album, I didn't know.
you didn't know, but now you
Yeah.
know now.
Now I know. So like going into like creating a new project, that's like one of the first things I'm doing to try to see, how I can get funding
Yeah.
outside of, instead of trying to come up everything like out of pocket.
So have you done any shows in
Yeah.
Vancouver or
Yeah. This year, again, this year from like August last year to now, the live performance bit of my music is something I, taking very, very seriously
okay,
because
that's nice.
the
Yeah,
years before that, I wasn't really like live performing. It was just like putting music on Spotify and,
yeah.
moving on. But in the past year, I've been, doing a lot of live shows. I've been doing a lot of live shows, live band shows.
Oh, live band shows.
Yeah,
Oh,
live
that's
band
nice. That's
shows.
nice.
Yeah. Like, yo, if you want to book me for a live band show right now, we're ready, bro. Like
Oh,
straight.
so you have a band and everything ready to
Yeah,
go now.
I haven't officially formed a band, but
But
if
you
I
have
had a
some
show
people.
tomorrow,
You got some people you can
I
call.
have like, people that we work together that we can, arrange some, and I've done like this year, I think I might have done like 2 to 3 that were live band shows. And then most of the other shows like DJs, play backing tracks. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then it's end of the year coming this December. I already got like 2 booked shows, I think.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, I'll be doing shows.
Cause me, I'm a fan of like doing live shows.
Yeah,
Cause when you do live shows, you get to feel the music.
It's
And
different.
it's different.
it's different. It's
Cause
different.
when you do the playback, it feels like you're in the club,
Yeah,
and it feels like it's a voiceover.
Yeah,
But when it's live show, people actually get to experience. It's an ambience,
yeah,
right?
it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, the next one out, next live show, band show I have, I'll send you an invite. You
Oh,
gotta come on.
please,
Those
please.
shows are like they're so fun. Like I have the most fun doing those live band shows for sure. It's different, It's just different.
How did you feel about the music event that we were last time?
The music one, which one?
The music event.
Oh, I was I was waiting to come up. Like I was praying they would call me to come up. I think it's cool, but like I love like that things like that happening in Vancouver now.
Yeah.
That's part of the things that make me so optimistic and gassed about
Yeah.
the music industry here, right? Because
Yeah.
there's things like that happening.
Yeah.
The people, industry players are recognizing that there's something happening here,
Yeah.
and they're coming here.
Yeah.
So I definitely that was a cool event. I love that event.
Because the guy that put that to us S2N,
Yeah.
the channel, the YouTube channel, he's the
Yeah.
one that put it on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's a friend of mine. So
Oh yeah.
when he put it on, I posted it. That's why I sent you the link.
Sent it to
Yeah.
me. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a cool show, man. I love the show. It was fun.
So where do you see yourself in,
Mm.
like, with the music industry? Where do you see yourself, like, in the next 2-3 years?
Man, I see myself doing great things. Like I've been taking these steps since I dropped that album. Like I dropped that album, then I dropped the Focus song, and then I just went into music industry mode, like professional career mode, like
Yeah.
whatever it takes to figure this out, whether it's the content or whether it's the administrative part of it, which is like underrated, right?
Yeah.
But nobody's going to do it for you,
You do it
until
yourself,
you
yeah.
get, to a label situation or something. But even at that, you need to do something
Yeah, you
before
need
a label is just gonna
You need to be
you
able to learn this
exactly,
yourself. Yeah.
So I see myself making like real grounds in that, industry, in that space. I also believe that Vancouver, like right now, there's something happening, and I also believe that I can be in that group of. There's a group of artists that are going to like blow up in Vancouver. Like it's like I believe that so much. In this Vancouver, there's like a group of artists that will blow up because there's just like talented motherfuckers out here. Like
It's like a timing bomb. It's like
yeah,
just about to blow.
exactly. You get me? Like you can see something just like bubbling, and there's a lot of again talented, not just like averagely talented guys, like elite guys.
Yeah.
They are dope. Whether it's like singers, rappers, even some Afrobeats guys, like the Nigerian guys are,
Yeah.
Also in my situation, we're just out here immigrants but still doing music. I think something is going to happen, and I just believe I'm going to be a part of that.
Yeah. 'Cause
In some shape or form.
last time we were there was that English guy that played that R&B track. The beat was like,
Arden, that was Tyler.
his name was Tyler.
His name was Tyler. It was the guy that messed up his email address or something like that.
Yeah.
Tyler, he played a song with a rapper on it. The
Yeah,
song
and
was
then-
called Retail Therapy,
Yeah.
right?
That song was like a bang, man. I was like, wow.
But that's one of the guys that I
Yeah.
met recently. I've actually made a song with him.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, the guy is very good. So that's exactly another example of just the space and where it is right now.
So, what is something that have stopped you, stop you from doing whatever you want to do in music? What is the stumbling block that stopped you from trying to move forward?
I'm not gonna lie, this will sound crazy, but it might be myself. Like in the past, it's been me. Like I've been getting my way a lot, and that's why I keep hammering on that. Hey, start now, man. Like fuck it, don't care about all this. Just start, because I feel like I got in my way a lot in the past years. Like 2018, for example, when I dropped my first EP at that time, like it got a very good reception, both from my guys around me to like strangers on the internet, like, sending me DMs. And when you have any type of, it doesn't have to be motion, like crazy thing,
Yeah.
but when you have any type of leeway, you see any type of movement,
Get a
you just have to keep like,
yeah, you got to capitalize on it.
you just have to double down or triple down on nothing, But those times, I've never done that. Like, I'll just be like, boom, and then next year I'll come again, I'll drop another EP. Because the music part, like, I stayed active, right? At least, right? Drop another EP. I'll just get, like, numbers, blogs, like, picking up my EP, promoting it, like, without paying, and real people talking about the songs online, and then I'll just let that motion fade again and then just disappear, right? So I think I've gotten my way a lot in the past.
So how do you change that?
I think growth, man.
That's true.
I think I just grew out of it, and I just at some point, because those that same me being in my way is one of the things that put me like, man, I'll just quit this music thing or something. Like, also I've gotten to that point of it, but one thing is every time I've like thought I would go away from music or I would stop doing music, I would somehow find my way back doing the music.
Okay.
You know,
What's
that in the studio or just like at work, getting an idea for a song and I'll play a beat and then I'm writing a rap in my head already. So it never was going to go away. So because it wasn't going to go away, I was just like, man,
Gotta capitalize on it now.
I'm just going to double down, go now, make the music. The music does what it does, and then now I'm going to take it serious and do everything that I need to do outside of just making the music.
What inspires you to write?
It's usually like, just like my daily, life experiences. And it's like it's cliche, yes, what every artist says, but that's just the honest truth, man. It's just and like in my case, most of my projects, all the projects that I've dropped to date is always mirrored whatever I was that I was going through, at the time. So it's just like just every day, my story, not necessarily even my story, sometimes it could be stuff that I get from someone else's story that they told me. I listen a lot. I've been listening. I mean, we're on a podcast, so I have to talk, right?
Yeah,
but
you gotta do. Yeah,
in real life, but I don't talk, man. I listen a lot. So that's also like receiving a lot of
But as a
information.
musician, if you don't talk, nobody knows what you're doing. If
Exactly.
you don't talk, you don't promote yourself.
Exactly.
If you don't talk, nobody's gonna come and say, "Oh, this is Femi." No, you gotta promote yourself.
Yeah.
So hopefully, maybe this thing here
Yeah.
will be like an opening door for you, so that
Yeah.
you'll be able to know that
Yeah.
you have to do this.
Yeah.
Because night here is like this. You wake up, boom, it's nighttime. January started, boom, now it's December.
Mhm.
So
Everything moves fast.
everything moves fast.
Yeah.
And if you're not moving it, nobody's moving you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to push yourself
Mm-hmm.
to let you know that man, every day I have to hustle.
Yeah.
If you don't hustle, nobody's there to push you, right?
Yeah.
You gotta keep going.
Yeah. Appreciate that, man. That's real. That's real.
So what's the next level you're aiming for? Realistically.
Realistically, I'm trying to. I mean, I'm supposed to. I'm working on a project right now, but I want to do a tour in Canada, like next year after dropping the project. I want to do like. So you say realistically, obviously, I'm thinking more, 50 to 100 people
Events?
venues
Okay.
in all the spaces. Try to touch Calgary, touch Toronto, Montreal, and then Vancouver, of course, like as well, which is where I've been building like a lot of
Yeah.
like community and stuff like that. So in the nearest future, that's probably what I would say is like my next level. I actually want to like do that and like go on a tour, no matter how big or small it is.
If you could lock in one collabo today, tomorrow, next week, next month, who makes the most sense for you?
Who makes that's a different angle now. Because if you're like, who would you like to? That's like, okay, who's just your favorite? Right? You just pick. So
Let me rephrase the question.
okay,
If you could lock up
yeah,
one collabo
yeah.
tomorrow, next week, next month, who do you think?
J. Cole.
J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole for sure. Like,
He's one of my favorite artists.
yeah, and then when you said Nas, of course you have to like J. Cole if you like Nas, because that's like that family tree, right? J. Cole for sure, man. J. Cole, I've been listening to J. Cole since he came out, and like I wasn't even rapping when I started listening to J. Cole. He's one of the people that made me, yeah,
Get
like
into music.
this is how to do it. So definitely J. Cole.
So right now, you've done university, you're working, you're done in music.
Yeah.
What would you tell yourself 5 years ago, where you are today?
Like, just don't wait, man. It's not whatever. Control what you can control. You get me? Like, accept yourself. Like accept. Don't let the outside noise be the outside noise. Kind of look deep inside yourself, and what you find is what you should hold on to. If you're fine with what's inside you and what you know about like you're good, because in the past years, that's what I've kind of found my peace in just like accepting, like acceptance. Like yo, I'm not just fighting. There's too many wars. Like my mind goes crazy sometimes. You know what I mean? So it's important for me to just accept like myself, totally, and then grow. That mindset actually helps me grow and know where I need to get better and learn stuff and be receptive of what I need to be receptive of. But yeah, acceptance, man. Accept that you're not gonna be able to control everything in the world. You get me? Like it's important that you focus on what you can actually control, which is I can control me coming here to do the
Yeah.
podcast, for example, like
Yeah.
you just said, which is one of the things you have to do if you want to do this music piece. You have to talk.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
go outside and go and put a face to your music, right? So because now I've accepted all those things, that's why I can do.
Everything you're doing now.
So if I could talk to like that guy, I'd just say, yo, man, just accept this is it. Just accept that, boom, and then you'll be able to do what you actually need to do. But when you form something else in your mind and it's not the reality that's going on in your head,
Yeah.
then it's just you can't even be active and do what you need to do.
So, one more.
Yeah.
If you could lock up any one collab or any Afrobeats person,
Yeah.
who would you be?
Ashake.
Ashake?
Ashake straight, dog. Fuck.
Ashake?
Ashake one time. You get
One
me?
time. Okay.
Nah, I
okay.
love Ashake, man. Ashake is like
He's your guy.
Yeah, it's my guy, man. He's just going on a crazy run. It's
I
been
know.
going on a crazy run since it started anyway.
And since he left his label, he
Yeah.
has blown up.
He now went like next level again, which is crazy because when he left, everyone was like,
He's gonna
this
go
guy,
down.
this guy, because living Olami days, it's like a bold move.
Yeah.
But again, when you know who you are and when you know what you have,
When you have God behind you and
you
hard
have
work,
God behind, and you hear him talk about God all the time too. It's like every song, there's no song that Ashake won't say, Alhamdulillah, or God, something, he knows, like, you get me? Bro is locked in. He's locked in for sure. So yeah, I definitely like love to. I mean, it's far. It's like a very, very long shot
hey,
for now.
by life, you never know.
Amen.
You never know.
You get me?
Anything
Yeah.
is possible. That's what I know.
Amen to that,
You
brother.
know, life, whenever you think you're down, some way, if you believe it,
Yeah.
something will come and just
Yeah.
lift you up.
Hey man, I key into that, bro. I key into that.
Yeah,
for
you know,
sure.
me, I've experienced it myself.
Yeah.
Because some days I wake up and I'm like, man, what's gonna happen today? How am I gonna get here? How am I gonna do this? But I know somewhere, weight always comes and just lift you up. Because as long as you believe in yourself, you believe in your dreams, you believe that what you're doing is what you want to do, where you want to be, would always work.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's all I know.
Yeah, I feel that, bro.
So, Femi,
Yeah.
how can people get hold of you?
Instagram, okay, most importantly, Spotify.
Yeah.
It's Femi Jr. It's Femi Jr. as in Junior. I just don't like being called Junior, but it means Junior. So on Spotify, please follow me. That's like, what the industry looks at these days. Those are the numbers. Please follow me on Spotify, but Instagram is Olufemi Jr. _ It's OLUFEMI JR _ It's the same thing on TikTok. Actually, follow me on TikTok as well. I'm more active on TikTok than I'm on Instagram right now. I'm like a proud TikToker, you get me? So come on there, come see. I'm just like messing around on that platform. So yeah, those are the places you can find me, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for having me on the podcast.
Thank you for coming.
Man.
We really appreciate you. I know it's not easy taking time of your busy day to come out here. But you know what, Femi, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
And you know what? God bless you and
Amen.
keep multiplying every project that you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Amen.
And then the next project that have you picked up a name or a date when it's gonna come out?
No date, but it's called Van City Boy.
Van City Boy.
It's called Van City Boy, We're all Van City boys.
We're
all Van City boys, you get me? So it's just like, again, in the past year, I've been active coming out, in Vancouver. I've met a lot of creatives, producers, artists. So I'm making a project where, the plan is to collaborate with a lot of these guys, from the production angle for also to like, other artists and, work with them. So that's why I'm calling it Van City. And we're just going to be catching a vibe, just like
and
trying to capture the energy of the city in the project.
And honestly, the more people they have on, the better it's because those artists they have on have their own crowd, have their own people, have their own marketing team. So when you post them and then you collab with them, their fans will see that too. Yeah. So then next thing you know, everybody get to see.
Yeah, exactly. Like we can all interact and build off of each other. And that's actually big in what's going on in Vancouver right now. There's a lot of that going on too.
Honestly,
Yeah.
We have this thing in mind, but we haven't really launched it out yet. But God willing, hopefully next summer with the World Cup coming, even though Nigeria is not there.
Yo, man. Oh, don't trigger me now. Oh my God, no.
Even though Nigeria is
Oh,
not there,
shit.
we're planning something big. It's gonna
shit.
come out.
Nah,
And you know what? And hopefully we can get collective of all the Vancouver artists and put up a show so that way everybody can enjoy.
Please, man.
Yeah,
Please,
we're
man.
planning to do a free show for all the collective artists in Vancouver.
Yeah.
So now, we're waiting. Hopefully the funding goes through, then we go from there.
Yeah. Please.
Because we need something.
Please do that, man. Please do that. And like for real. Okay, let me just talk something for. There's a lot of, like I've said, there's a lot of artists, dope artists here, making music. Now we're not, established. We're still, struggling.
You gotta start somewhere.
If you want good music right now, like I'm just like the promoters that make shows out here. I feel like y'all should look inside Vancouver and try to make shows for these guys, Whether it's not even just like the Afrobeat scene. Generally, like the Vancouver scene, let these promoters make, like you just said, make a show for the collective of artists out here. There should be more people trying to do that because, trust me, there's like some A-list guys working out here. Just we just need the opportunity, right? Just give us more opportunities to perform, and we can put up a show, man. Like, because at the end of the day, it's good music, right? We just want to have fun. True. So yeah, we would appreciate if, more people thinking in that direction for sure.
Yeah. So our final word today is like this, Femi said, you have a dream, you gotta follow it. Never give up. In life, you don't know where it's gonna be. Artist, player, soccer player, basketball player, student, lawyer, everything. The life is in your hands. When you promote yourself, you get far. If you sit at home, say you're gonna be a millionaire, it will never happen.
Never.
Every dream that you have, you want to reach the sky, you can reach the sky. But it's all up to each individual, each one of us to make sure we put time into everything that we do.
Yeah.
We had this show to make sure we help people, we open the door for people. If you have anything that you want to promote, if you're an artist, you're a human being, you're a lawyer, you're a doctor, you're a physician, you're a counselor, if you have anything you want to share, feel free, reach out to us, Free Your Mind. The link is there. Our website is there, freeyourmindbc@gmail.com or DannyAmpon@gmail.com.
Yeah.
We are here for you. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on Snapchat. Please subscribe and watch the videos. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, man.
Thanks,
Femi.
man.
Appreciate you.
That was real. Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, man.
Thanks.
Oh, and let me bring that jollof one before I quit.
Nah, not
before we quit.
I mean, there's only one answer, really. You get me?
Okay, so bring it out, man, Femi, man.
No, there's really only one answer. Like,
what's the answer?
I know this is like a decade-long.
Decade.
I'm sorry.
It's like a million
It's like
years.
decades. Sorry, it's like decades long debacle. But I just feel like, Nigerian jollof is just different. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you this. I've had Ghana jollof one time.
Yeah.
And I actually had it in Ghana because one of my friends was working in Ghana then, so we went to go visit him, and it was actually nice because like in my head, all I knew was the debate scene. So I was like, nah, we're just gonna shit on this. We're just gonna shit on it, whatever happens. But I had it. It was actually nice. You get me? So I'll give you that.
Yeah. No, but usually I always tell people, it's not Ghana. It's not Nigeria. It's not Liberia. It's not
just
Senegal.
jollof. Yeah?
It's jollof, and it's ever who is making it.
Actually, that's really that's funny.
It could be Nigerian, Ghanaian, and if you can cook, it will never be good.
Yeah.
If you can cook, whew,
it's going to be fire.
Yo,
right?
my friend's wife she's Italian.
Yeah.
When you go to her house, she made jollof. You probably think it's a Ghana lady that made it or something. But
Italian jollof is wild, bro.
I'm telling you, man. You go to the house and she make it and you eat it.
Hey, I never heard of Italian jollof before. That's a new one, son.
No, she Italian girl married to Ghana guy.
Yeah, I get you.
And then my homie's mom taught her how to cook every food. So when you go there and she make the food, you wouldn't even know that she wanna made it.
That's good.
Until you eat it and you finish, you go ask her, oh, so who made it? You be like, oh, I did.
Yeah.
Then you realize, man. Sometimes I think she lying, but I've been there when she make the food.
It's like she's actually the one that made it.
And I've been to a Ghana girl's house and she made the food, it wasn't good.
It was trash.
I've been to a Nigerian girl, she made the food, it wasn't good. So it's ever who can cook.
It's who cooks it.
Who cooks it.
That's real too. Because, I mean, obviously, I'm Nigerian. I've been in Nigeria. You know how many times I've had jollof rice.
Yeah.
I've had the good, the bad, the ugly of jollof rice. You get me? But again, when the right person cooks it,
there you go.
you get me? So we've solved the case.
We've
right?
solved the case. No more jollof wars.
You get me? No wars.
Until the next person shows up.
Yeah, exactly.